Hi, good morning. Hello, cheers, thrifting friends. It's Tuesday, it's my day off. It's a little overcast, but it still is bright out here today. It's gorgeous, actually. It's really mild, and I've got the gardening bug. It's silly. Can't wait to start putting out the mulch and making everything look so beautiful, cleaning off the deck. We have a really big deck back here, and it's a lot of work to set it up for the season. But anyway, we are off to Salvation Army today. There's one in, I think I'm going to go to the one in Hadley. Haven't been to that one in a really long time, and maybe they have some good stuff. Anyway, I'm going down a rock pathway, so I have to really watch what I'm doing here. I don't want to fall. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that, and I think that's all for the day. I've got a lot of admin stuff I have to do for the store. Not too much. We had a really good week last week, an excellent week actually. I am so grateful and so happy. If any of my customers watch my videos, I want to say thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me, and yeah, we had a really good week. So let's get out there, see if we can restock our shelves and hope for some treasures, and thrifty gods be with us, and I will see you real soon with my haul.
All right, well, it's a beautiful day outside, so let's head on in and see what treasures we can find. Oh, there's no cards left. Oh no. This tomato is super cute. It's $7.99 though, so too much, but I really liked the color of it. It definitely caught my eye right when I first walked in. If you do collect dishes, if you're a reseller or you just collect dishes for your own pleasure, I would highly recommend that you go to the Salvation Army, you source out one in your area, because they price entire sets very low and all together. For 30 pieces, this was a lovely little set, $12.99 for all 30 pieces. All the dishes, all the cups, saucers, the serving pieces. They had a creamer, a sugar, a bowl. That's a fantastic price. Fantastic. $12.99 for all that. Highly recommend. Sometimes I'll pick up little singletons like this. Not too often, but I do like to look at them just in case there's something special. So the Salvation Army arranges their hard goods by color. So I'm in the pink area right now. That's a cute little bowl. And that kind of flows into the red area, then the green area. So it just goes by color. I think it's kind of cute the way they have it. This was nice. I was hoping it was a made in Portugal or Italy piece, but it had no back stamp, so I left it. This planter was $5.99, so too much for resale. Too bad. It was perfect, but I can't really get too much more for that. Same with this picture. It was cute. I don't know if it was very summery. It looked more like fall to me. But this cutting board was definitely seasonal and very desirable, very practical. A lot of people looking for practical, seasonal things like this. And at $4.99, it was a great price. I took it. Again, this two-piece set, this is priced by the set. It was $19.99 for both pieces, which is definitely too much for resale. But it was good quality. It was nice. I would have sold the pieces separately, the bowl separate from the pitcher. But the color saturation was really nice on this. So I thought it was really pretty, just unfortunately too much for resale, so I left it. This vase is hilarious. It was marked as is, $2.99, and while in the store, I could not for the life of me see what was wrong with it. But what makes it really funny is that the Salvation Army actually did put a sticker on it to draw your attention as to what was wrong, and I completely missed it, which is hilarious. I thought it was this lip, but that was actually part of the glaze. You could tell. There it is right there. That's the sticker. There was a little ding on the bottom, and oh my goodness, I completely missed it. Crazy, huh? I like to pick up new things to resell, but this was $9.99. It was really too much. I was going to look at it, but then, look at the work, the styrofoam. Bleh. I just left it. But these candles, however, are perfect. $2.99. There's 8 of them. Perfect. That's a very easy resell. You can see I did find a cart, so I can push my stuff through the store without carrying it. I do like to sell jar candles as well if I can find them brand new, unused, but that was half gone. Clear glass just doesn't really do very well unless it's a very high-end piece. This was very artistic. I loved the way they put this big sunflower bloom in this bowl. What a creative thing. If you are into granny furniture, boy, they had what you needed. This armchair was $19.99. Looked like it was straight out of grandma's house. And this big couch was, I think, $44.99, maybe $54.99. Looks like somebody changed their mind on the price there, but I liked the pattern. I thought it was really cool. Very vintage. If that's what you're into, they had the stuff. I do pick up figurines if they're special. This one did not have enough color saturation to it. It just didn't really catch my eye. Now we're deep into the greens, moving into the blues. I do think it's cool that they put their stuff by color. I was hoping this was porcelain. It was not. It was plastic. Spongeware does really well for me, but I left this because a tube pan would not sell. That's not very popular. It would have to be like a mixing bowl, like a set of mixing bowls or a big pitcher. I always check out the dishes just to make sure it's not something special like Lenox. This is not. This is modern contemporary. And this wood bowl, they can sell really well if they're in perfect condition, but this had flaws. Again, hoping for something special, some high-end brand, but this was not. But back to the pricing. I think this was $7.99 for the whole set. That's a lot of plates for $7.99. Dinner plates, salad plates, dessert plates. Yeah, $7.99 for all of it. That is amazing. You have to go to the Salvation Army if you do dishes. So concrete urns do really well for me. This has a design, but it's a nice design. It's a topiary design, and you can always face the plain part of it forward. And at that price, plenty of room for resale, so we grabbed it. This tray caught my eye for the handles. So the tray itself, I couldn't tell if that was schmutz or I think it's scratch. There was definitely scratches. The back stamp was missing. There had been something there, but I just, for some reason, my eye caught those gold, those brass handles, I guess. Very interesting. I left it, but it was a very interesting piece. This piece right here, I didn't know if it might be silver. You never know. It is not, obviously. It does have a back stamp, though. It was very pretty, though. I can see a lot of people picking this up if they have, like, Victorian furniture. That would look really pretty on a sideboard. And I'm still looking for that one piece to start my black glass collection. I want to have a black glass collection. I really do. But in the meantime, this beautiful depiction on these placemats is really catching my eye. The music with the violin and the fruit. This looks super classic. So I took a moment. I did look it up with Lens and on eBay, and they definitely sell for big money. This was only $3.99 for the set of 4, and they were in excellent condition. So I picked them up. I do sell vintage. I mix it in with modern. The milk glass thing, I'm really hoping it comes back. This was $7.99. A part of me feels like I should start picking these pieces up just in case it makes a comeback and I would have a whole bunch of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment below. Is milk glass going to come back? This I'm just showing you because it was so unusual. You put these candles behind this frame, and this frame had like flowers and butterflies. I would imagine this would look so pretty all lit up with the candles behind it. I don't know, it just caught my eye. It was really interesting and unique. Always looking for vintage linens, and this coverlet quilt caught my eye for the beautiful bird design. I love the colors, that black with the very washed out teal, but it was $9.99, a little too much. The furniture they had here today, the vintage furniture, again, I highly recommend. Oh, look what's in here. Oh my God. Oh, they did not clean it out. Ooh, that's scary. Somebody's stuff in there. But anyway, back to the furniture. For $9.99, they had two matching, these look like side tables, bed nightstands by Pulaski Furniture. So if you refinish furniture, these were beautiful pieces. They had some beautiful vintage pieces for refinishing. These wicker pieces caught my eye, but when I saw the prices, I mean, the condition was very poor. So $24.99, and they only had one. I'm like, that's so weird. The beautiful wood furniture is dirt cheap, and this banged up, broken wicker stuff, like this drawer didn't even close. It was in really, really rough condition. And I think this one was $15 or $19.99. So really high prices on that wicker, but really reasonable on the wood. Here's another beautiful wood piece. It was stunning. I think they're called tray tables. $6.99 for this tray table. And look at the feet. It has the original Victorian metal claw feet and that beautiful lattice work underneath the table. I mean, this was a stunning piece. I can totally picture this being refinished and being beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This oak piece was, it was nice for what it was, but I really love that Victorian piece. And here's its sister. So the matching oval table it has the same claw feet and a beautiful carved spindle. Oh, this is stunning. And when I retire, I want to refinish furniture like this. This was $7.99. $7.99. You could refinish this beautiful piece and get over $100 for it, done correctly. It was stunning. All right, I'm still on my black glass hunt. Is this the piece? I don't think so. But I liked it. I love tea. I do use my teapots, by the way. I have a little collection. I do use them, but I don't think this is the one. I like it, though. It's nice. All right, here was another beautiful vase. This one said as is, too. It's like a game now. Can I find what's wrong with it? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's super obvious. All right. And what's really funny is that they didn't put the tag on that one. Maybe because the other one was so hidden. Anyway, I had already paid for all my stuff, and an employee had just put out these, so I grabbed them, and I stood in line for a second time just to pick these up, but they were well worth it. All right, let's see what I got.
Hi, I'm back from shopping from the Salvation Army, and I think I did pretty good. I think I got some cute stuff. Oh, my total spend was, I lost the other receipt. It was $47 for the first haul, and then they were restocking, so I grabbed some stuff off the new cart and waited in line again and spent an additional, it would have been more, I think it would have been like $16, but I had a $10 off coupon, so I only spent about $6 and some change. So if you don't know how to get a coupon for Salvation Army, I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. So stay tuned for that, because everybody can get one. So let me show you what I got. My first thing is super cute. Look at this sleepy cat. I think this is like a sponge holder, scrub holder for your kitchen sink. Isn't that cute? Look at that sleepy cat, little sleepy cat sponge holder. That's so kitschy and cute, but listen, that sells really well in my stores, things like that. And then I got a piece of pottery. I love the glaze on this, very different. Lots going on there, really nice design, good colors. This was $1.99. There's the back of it, signed, like a little studio pottery piece. We get a lot of pottery around here. I think there's a lot of different pottery studios that you can take classes and stuff like that. So I see it out when I'm out and about quite a bit. Just in time for spring, some more really nice spring, useful, practical things, but really nicely designed. So this is just a glass cutting board. It's got, the little feet on each corner, and it's a really good size. So this would, cover a good part of your countertop. A lot of people look for the bigger ones. The smaller ones are cute, but not as practical, but the bigger ones are definitely in demand. And this design is beautiful. I love the green, the botanical depictions of different leaves and flowers. So I think this will sell really fast. I picked this up for $4.99. And the next thing I picked up, and these are vintage. I do sell vintage and modern in my store. So I mix it all up. It's all just about, you know, what catches my eye. A lot of people do decorate with both vintage things and modern things. So yeah, very popular. Anyway, this is a set of, I think technically they'd be a placemat, but they're hard, you know, they're like that hard cardboard. These were really popular in like the 70s and 80s. So let me show you the design up close. It's like a violin with fruit and music. So very, very classy. They're, all four of them are the same design. So this was sold as a set. It was a 4-piece set for $3.99. You can see that up in the corner. So for $4.99, all 4 pieces, I know I can definitely sell these and make a good profit on these, but these are very, they're hard to find now. They're definitely vintage, and there's definitely a market for these. People will pick these up, and yeah, they're definitely collectible. And I think that this subject matter is really, really nice. So urns are really popular in my store. I have sold every single concrete urn that I have showed you in my videos since I rebooted my channel. And yeah, they sell very quickly. This one was $3.99, and it does have a design, like a topiary design. It's very heavy. You know, it was modern. It was probably sold in Hobby Lobby or something like that, but it is definitely very heavy. And, you know, I think you could use it either with that design facing front, or if you had it in a bookshelf, maybe on top of a bunch of vintage books, you could just use the plain side and it would look very rich, very old world. So yeah, this was really a cool find. We'll probably sell that right away, I hope. And here's another vase. Now this one said as is on it. I cannot find what's wrong with it. I don't know. Okay, maybe this right here. Maybe this. Oh, there it is. They actually, okay. You gotta love it when this happens. So technically this is a busted buddy, but it's not that bad. But they actually, Salvation Army rocks. Look at, they actually put a whole arrow here. They're going, hey, this, I didn't even notice it. You can't even notice it. So we're gonna forgive that, because just like this, I don't think it looks that bad. Ah, damn. It was $2.99. So I think if I put $5 on it, this thing will sell. It's so beautiful. So that's what the design is. It's a great color too. And the back of it is plain, and the bottom of it is, you know, just like a regular pottery piece. It just was such a pretty color and very clean. I think I can still sell it. What do you guys think? Do you think that's forgivable right there? I can't believe I missed that in the store. I feel like, so much for having an eye, right? I mean, come on, Diane. In person, it doesn't look that bad. I don't know. You guys tell me. You tell me. Should I sell it or should I just donate it back? I just think it's so pretty. Comment below. I love this tray. This just, to me, screams summer. It's this mosaic pattern of the, I mean, this looks like the bottom of a pool, like a beautiful tiled pool, doesn't it? Oh God, like an in-ground pool. Here I go fantasizing again with my pool and my beach house and all that. Anyway, so yeah, I love this. Look at the swirl on it. This is so beautiful. It's here's the back stamp. I think it's called like clay art, something like that. But it's a nice size. It's really heavy. I paid $2.99 for this. What a great bargain. This is like tag sale pricing, and it's a really good size tray. I can see somebody using this out on their deck, you know, just bringing out all kinds of fun things to grill and to snack on. Yeah, it's a really great piece. I love it for summer. It's absolutely perfect for summer. And speaking of summer, I picked up these two these two lanterns, that's what they are. So yeah, I got a smaller one. This one was $3.99. So the door opens and you can put your little tea light in there. Door closes like that. Oh my God, that's so, it's just classic. It's really, really classic. I love that. And then I got a bigger one too. This one was $5.99. This, I thought that was a phenomenal deal. Plus it came with some shells in the bottom. So if we open this up, this has a bunch of shells. Let me hold on to it here so I don't break it. They're just loose in here. Oh my God, this brings me back to Maine. Like all these little shells in here. You guys, I want to go, look at, there's a tiny little starfish in here too. Let me see if I can get this out. Look at little starfish. Love it. I can't wait to go to the beach for the first time. I don't know how many of you watching me all around wherever the planet have a beach near you, but I live in Massachusetts and we live very close to either Massachusetts beaches or Connecticut beaches. We tend to go to the Connecticut ones because 91, the route that you would take is a lot less congested than if we tried to take the Route 90, 95 up to more like Gloucester, Boston way. But either way, the shore is such a blessing, such a gift to live near it. And as close as we live, I actually want to go and live in a town on the shore, not on the beach itself. But I just want to be in a town. But yeah, we still live close enough. But anyway, enough of that. This lantern is amazing. We're going to sell this immediately. There's plenty of room in here for me. These things go, this is a heavy one. Let me see if I can see where this was originally made. I can't turn this one over. Maybe there's a tag on this one. Nope, that one doesn't have a tag. I see a tag on this one. It kind of, to me, probably Hobby Lobby. This is what this looks like. And I mean, Hobby Lobby always marks their stuff down half off, but I would say you probably expect to pay at least $18 at Hobby Lobby for something like this. So for $6, I definitely have some room in there for me to make a couple bucks on this for sure. I love this. This is really nice. All right, a practical find. I picked up a bunch of candles in a bag. They were $2.99 for 8 candles. So I love having candles like this because you can put these in little wall sconces or just in candles that you have, little candlesticks in a display in your bookcases. A lot of people always have their candles, but they forget about getting the candlestick. So these will probably sell right away. They're just a nice neutral white color, just the right size, not too tall. So I grabbed those. And then the last thing I got was what I stood in line for to get after I had already paid for my stuff. There was an employee putting out more stuff, and she had these huge galvanized steel trays. I was like, yes, please. I said, oh, can I grab those? And she was like, yeah, sure. You know, come on over. So I literally put my bag down that I had just paid for and picked these up and went right back in line and stood for these. So I love them. I think, let's see. I think they were probably from, I don't know where they were from originally. It looks like TJ Maxx Marshalls. So this one was $7.99. That looks like maybe a Home Goods sticker, but I love them. They're just simple. Galvanized steel with the rope wrapped or twine wrapped handles. I mean, a set of 3 like this is very, very desirable. Yeah, I think these were originally from Home Goods. Then they got like the mid-sized one and then the super large one. Yes, look at that. Perfect. I can see somebody using these maybe like at their campsite, or this one was originally $14.99. So yeah, I grabbed these. So these I got $10 off, and I don't know if you guys use, there's an app, just you have to download it on your phone. It's called Stamp Me. I'll put it here on the screen somewhere. I'll put it like right there. So just download that app. It's free to download. And then every time you shop in Salvation Army, you get a stamp for every $10 that you spend. And after you spend, I don't know how many stamps you need to get the $10 off. I think It's between $50 and $100, somewhere in there. You have to get your. It says then you'll get a little icon with a little gift box, and it's your $10 off. So I get my $10 off pretty frequently, and this was the time. I had just earned the gift when I stood in line the first time for all the stuff I just showed you, and I didn't even see these yet. I was just like, oh, cool, you know, I get my gift next time. And then when I spotted those, I was like, meant to be. So grabbed all those, waited in line. Redeemed my $10 gift, and it was amazing. So if you don't already use Stamp Me when you shop at the Salvation Army, then download it and start using it and get your $10 gift. Good morning. I am at the store. Today's a work day. It's the day after I filmed my haul. So I just put together this display. I wanted to show you really quick how it looks. So that's the little duck. The two lanterns, I think they look amazing. So this whole thing is supposed to be Cape Cod, Beach, Chatham, Hyannisport, any kind of Maine, York Beach. I don't know, is it doing it for you guys? That's the, this is the shell print that I picked up when I went shopping with Chris from Worthington Home when we were in Connecticut. There's the salt glaze mug with the shell runner. I just kind of rolled it up to like give it some color. So yeah, this is a 360 rounder, so it goes all the way around. There's another kind of shorebird look, little clam bake bowl, and some nautical themed coasters. Those were consigned. Really cute. A couple of sangria, beach drink glasses. Beach is my happy place. Yes, it absolutely is. So yeah, what do you guys think? I hopefully caught the vibe of a really nice beach scene, and I'm sure these things will sell right away. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. My little co-star decided to jump up in my lap. Yeah. Oh, such a good girl. So that's everything I have for you today. And I want to say thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you had fun with me shopping at the Salvation Army and all the little goodies I got. And I'll see you real soon in the next one. Until then, happy thrifting. Bye. Bye.